this one.
In the video game industry, it is an understatement to say that female characters are hypersexualized. Typical to most forms of media, video games are engineered through the male gaze. Every aspect of a female character's design is intended to exude sexuality for the entertainment of the presumed straight male player. League of Legends, from its origins, has been obsessed with unrealistic figures and possibly slender waistlines and doll-like appearances. Arcane, however, offers a storyline with female protagonists, somehow avoiding all pretenses set by its parent game. Put side by side, the designs of their characters are strikingly different. In the case of Vi, in-game designs depict her with heavy cosmetics, skinny limbs, a thin waistline, and is, of course, oddly dressed in a way that accentuates her female form. These generic attributes are common among female characters. In Arcane, however, Vi is adorned with bruises and scars because she has spent her life in destitution and in imprisonment. She has a tough exterior and a muscular frame because of the constant fight to survive. She wears ragged, stolen clothes. Her physique is a product of her character. She looks how she looks because it is who she is.
Who the hell are you?
This is how Arcane revitalizes League of Legends characters and installs a life within their designs. Keeping only the essential components of each character, they are rebuilt from the ground up, starting with their core traits and identity. Their appearance is shaped through necessity and experience, they tell the truth of their reality, and they don't exist solely for the enjoyment of male viewers. Aesthetics and practicality harmonize, yet they remain uniquely beautifully designed characters with the addition of several layers of depth to their image.
Maybe you could love me like you used to. Even though I'm different.
In video game culture, women are objects, reduced to simply being prizes for male heroes. They are shallow and serve a single purpose. It is at the woman's expense that the male character is able to go through development. This is another reason why female characters are shown to be slender and scrawny. They were never equipped to be powerful in the first place. In Arcane, we are introduced to a world that removes us from the idea of a presumed patriarchy. Taken out of the context of the world as we know it, gender roles disappear, taking stereotypes with them. Seamlessly, we see women in positions of power. Grayson is the sheriff of Piltover, and Bressa is a warlord, and Sevica is an indispensable right-hand woman. Mel, Mrs. Kierman, and Shula are executive council members. These women hold traditionally masculine roles. They have agency, they are not merely expendable pawns, they are able to define their own identity without the context of a man. They are in positions that require them to be aggressive and to make executive decisions, influential in their own realms. This, however, doesn't take away from their perceived femininity. They are still mothers, peacekeepers, and empathetic. Within this environment, we are allowed to see how women truly operate with power.
Indeed. Better than expected.
Typically, only men are written to be aggressive and authoritative. In contrast, women shy away from the action, depicted as meek, submissive, and afraid. Nevertheless, in Arcane, every single fight scene features a woman in combat, dealing a substantial amount of damage while also taking a substantial amount of damage. The latter is vital to the depiction of strength. It allows the viewer to see windows of weakness and vulnerability and how strong characters are able to overcome them. Vi, while certainly very physically strong to begin with, is seen getting thrown around during fights, depicting her as capable of having a real fight. Women are not untouchable nor incapable, they possess both external and internal strength. In the same notion, Arcane is not afraid of highlighting emotional struggle and harnessing it to show empowerment, rather than belittling it as a woman's weakness. Ultimately, Arcane is about the relationships that women form, as opposed to the singular heterosexual relationship that is present in a typical plot. Arcane explores sibling relationships, father-daughter relationships, friendships, and a romantic relationship between two women. It reflects the real experiences of women as human beings who don't live solely for the pleasure of men. Arcane writes characters who are women, instead of writing women who are characters. It ignores predetermined stereotypes and allows its characters to exist outside of the patriarchy and escapes the reach of the male gaze. Most successfully, Arcane humanizes this woman, depicting them with depth and truthful struggle.